Orthworm EX is a strange card as it was ignored for most of its early life due to its unimpressive damage output, when all of a sudden a crazy Orthworm deck popped off in an online tournament, catching the attention of many players. And it was safe to say that some people caught the Orthworm bug. And no, that doesn't suddenly mean you have the urge to do the worm, but jokes aside, Orthworm was the talk of the town for a short while, but it didn't last long as it slowly faded in the depths as it returned to the sands of time. But in refusal to let this card go out so quickly and swiftly, I decided to join a tournament with an Orthworm deck to see how it plays in a post-rotation format. And to quickly go over what Orthworm does, it has the Pummeling Payback ability, which returns 20 damage to the opponent's Pokemon for each metal energy attached to Orthworm after they hit into you. And I'm sure you can imagine how frustrating that can be, as you could knock yourself out while hitting into the Orthworm. Now, its Rock Tomb attack doesn't seem that impressive, with it doing 150 damage for 4 energy, but I want to draw attention briefly to its effect of the attack, which reads, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. And if there's one thing that is often not respected in this post-rotation format, it's retreat locking. And this attack does exactly that, meaning the Orthworm has inadvertently received a buff in this post-rotation. Now, in order to charge up its hefty attack cost, we need to simply use Metang, which, as we know, looks at the top 4 cards of your deck and attaches any metal energy you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like. So that's the general idea, of course, but with Metang, we can definitely take advantage of some other metal attackers like Heatran, Mega Mawile, Mega Skarmory, and even Dialga, which by definition turns this deck into a toolbox deck. Oh, by the way, I've had many people ask me in the comments what a toolbox deck actually is, and by definition it's quite simple, as it's a deck that plays multiple attackers, usually centered around one card. In this case, imagine Metang being the mechanic and the attackers being his tools. That aside, the specific build I decided to play in this tournament was the one that was focused around using Petrol and Precious Trolley, as we want to go second and play our Petrol, and in doing so find our Precious Trolley A-spec to fill out the board with Beldums, Worms, and other attackers, to follow up the next turn with using Genesect to find our evolutions with its Mechanic Signal ability, and from there the deck kind of just plays itself, really. A couple other cards I've also included in this deck that are notable to me is the 1 copy of Brock, which can find basic and evolution Pokemon. This is for the potential item lock situation if Badoo manages to get that into effect before we can play the trolley. I also decided to include 2 copies of the Metal Lab. With it reducing damage to metal Pokemon by 30, this buffs up all of our Pokemon, which helps it better into Dragapult. But ultimately, this is the list on screen for you to see for yourself, and in terms of the tournament, we will be playing 7 Swiss rounds with no top cut, meaning the winner is decided by who has the best record at the end. And of course, we want to achieve the highest placement possible in order to achieve the highest medal. But without further ado, let's get into our first game as we play against a Blissey Toolbox deck. Okay, pause for a quick second here. I put a lot of time into these videos and financially they make literally 0 sense. But I want to give you the best content that this space can offer. So in return, if you could leave a like and subscribe, that would mean so much. And if you're not convinced of it yet, then at least allow this video to prove to you that being a part of this community is worth it. So let's get back into the games. Game number 1 underway, boys and girls. We have a slot box with the Blissey. There's a Blissey EX in here. You've got double Noctowl line. There's so many weird cards. There's multiple attackers in here and like 1 copy of each. It's very strange looking at this, but it's very, very toolboxy. Now, my opponent should want to go second, but they're going to opt for first. That's really good for us as well. I understand why they want to go first, get a Rotom, get your Noctowls out, but we 100% want to go second because we can go for the Petrol, go for the Trolley, and then just start playing. This is what I love most about the new current Metang decks. And I've said it in a video where I played Metang before, but it just kind of plays itself. You just need to get the setup going, and then you go from there. Either way, they've gone for their Fangcall. We're getting another Hoot Hoot down. And they did also grab a Noctowl with that as well. So there you have it. Also, they also grabbed another Rotom. That's odd. You've seen the fire coming down. That makes a lot of sense. I need to make sure. My opponent plays a lot of fire Pokemon, actually. You got Moltres, Ho-Oh, Reshiram in here, Gouging Fire. There is a lot going on in terms of attacking with fire. So that's not good for us. But if I can keep the single price trade going until the big boys come out, maybe we can get somewhere. I think I'm going to Poffin, actually, because that's why that's here. I want to see if I have Trolley. We do. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind burning the Poffin anyway. That's okay. There is the danger of them gusting me up. They do have Prime Capture in here. I'm a little scared to play my Genesect, I can't lie. I'm a little worried here. Yeah, this is a little bit scary. I can't lie. It's a little bit on the scary side. I could maybe grab like rock and then just manually go into belt. That feels a bit terrible. Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to commit here and just get Genesect out and another Beldum and then just get Heatran and just keep it single price for the time being. I just don't know how. I mean, yeah, there's Crispin in here. My opponent can confidently get Gouging Fire going. So that's something we've got to take into account. All right, I'm going to go for Metal Signal. I'll probably attach to the Heatran, if anything. There's no need to go for the 30 punch here. It doesn't do anything with Beam. And that's just going to be much more beneficial in the long term. All right, I'm just going to pull that off and hope for the best. So at first I was looking at this thinking, yeah, we can take this. I'm pretty confident. So now going, wait, there's a lot of fire in my opponent's deck. And obviously we're weak to that. It's not ideal. They did attach to Yveltal. They've got a Yveltal, sorry, attached to your... What is Blood waffling about? They've attached to the Gouging Fire. And there is a Yveltal. They also Area 0 Underdepths here. Let's go for an Assault Landing. Okay, sweet. I could boss this up with Dialga and take it out. That would be nice. And that's totally possible with 3 Matangs. So let's see if we can pull that one off. It's funny, I'm playing this before Chaos Rising. I don't know if this video will come out before or after. Probably just before Chaos Rising. And there's a whole new Metagross that's coming out in Chaos Rising that actually fits this deck quite nicely. But hey, we're not playing it. Let's go for our Matangs. We missed one there. Maybe I should have played the gear first. Oh, I am being a little bit... This is a little scary. We play 17, 18 energy. We should... Oh, we've whiffed. Okay, well, that sucks. We're just going to attach here. And is there even any point in bossing anything up? Well, no, technically there is. They could just go for a swing. I might as well just get the preemptive boss of this. Like, they have to attach to retreat or find another means to retreat or just, you know, hit me with the lunge out, but that won't KO me. I cannot believe attaching to the bench Heatran actually, like, applied. That's a joke, mate. We play so many energy and we've whiffed them on 3 Matang. That's the Matang deck for you, isn't it? Gotta run with it, man. Just gotta run with it. They attach our water to Chansey and they could just lunge. We survived. Okay, it worked. It worked for us. All right, surely now we get what we need. In fact, no, I'm not going to play the Pokegear. I don't need to. We need 1 energy. Like, we're there. There it all is. I can put 2 on the Heatran. I'm going to save these Matangs now. I don't need to use them. There's no benefit to them right now. I could, like, put some energy on one of my Pokemon to have a retreat option or maybe charge up for an attack if they go for Yveltal, but I'd rather just do that on the turn that I get rather than do it now and need that energy further on down the line, you know. Right, so I'm hoping my opponent benches a 2-prize Pokemon, takes me out here, and then I could just boss with Heatran, take 2 prizes there, and that's how we're going to go about it. They have to have 2 prizes benched. On top of that, there's no Shaman. So Skarmory, oh no, Shaman wouldn't work anyway against Skarmory. What am I talking about? Nonetheless, Skarmory could be very big too in taking out a 2-prizer on the bench. So we've got to take that into account. Sadly, my opponent's playing no 3-prize Pokemon. So the prize trading's a little bit on the awkward side, but it is what it is. But I do think it's a matter of Heatran trying to get Skarmory out and then just Skarmory sniping. I think that's what we got to do here. Although it still feels really bad with it being weak because the Skarmory probably wouldn't survive 2 turns. It'd probably be out and then it'll just get knocked out the turn afterwards. Maybe I could go for... No, I was going to say I could go for the Orthworm and trap something in the active, but they haven't played their Prime Catcher yet. I mean, Prime Catcher being their only means of actually getting out of an Orthworm trap. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, Orthworm's looking pretty good then. Oh, but they get the Ogerpon. Oh. Okay, that's kind of scary. It is a double knockout. I mean, I get the return KO, but that Ogerpon's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Well, I need to think here. Well, I need to definitely get some more Matangs going. You're not weak to metal. Sometimes I confuse it with ice type, but no, it is weak to lightning. So I've got a Heatran here, not Dialga. And I desperately need another Beldum down. So if I could get now a Brock, that'd be good. Do you know what? I'll take a Judge. My opponent's kind of got a big hand there. Don't like it. Let's get rid of that with Judge. And there's Orthworm. I'm going to try and get an Orthworm going. They've played their Prime Catcher. I could trap up Blissey, and that could be huge. So let's work on that. Well, no, I need a boss to do that, but hey. Let a man dream. All right, we're going to get a knockout here. We're just going to hope they haven't got a response. Oh, I'm not feeling good, though. I'm not feeling good. I do have the Balloon plus attachment and Metal Maker to go for retreat, but at that point, you might as well just attack again with Heatran. No. Beldum! Huge! And we got the Petrol. Okay, that's really nice. That means I can recover some energy with Recycler, increases the odds of the singular Matang. So I might be able to pop off here with the Heatran. And if we just get 1 extra prize here, all I need is 2 more prize cards. Meaning, if I can, again, Skarmory's looking really good. All right, we've got options here. Nonetheless, there's a stretcher coming in. Still a little bit scared of them popping off with the Pon again. And I mean, they can get Teal Mask, Ogerpon. Have they played a supporter yet? I don't think they have. They can Teal Mask, Ogerpon, Blissey, and Crispin. That's how you go about it, but they're just attaching to your Yveltal, and they just clutch. All right, this is really good. This means I can definitely just get the KO on your Yveltal. Thankfully, the burn means I only really need 2 energy. The attack costed 3 energy. I need 3 energy anyway to get the KO. It's because the attack was 50 for each. All right, let's just get another Beldum down. That's super important. I am going to Petrol now, actually, and just go for... Oh, actually, I could preemptively get a Brock, you know? That would just guarantee Skarmory. But am I sure I'm going to get 2 energy off of this? Oh, that's so... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to risk it a little bit here. I'm just going to go for Recycler, bro. If all else fails, I do have Orthworm to work with, plus Dialga, which that's 3 prizes they would need to take anyway. So I'm just going to risk it for a Biscuit Man. This is Metal Maker for you. Come on. Yes. Okay, good. I really needed that prize card. Let's just take the knockouts. Again, I don't think there's anything I can find here with Genesect, but it's always nice just to have a little shuffle of the deck anyway. Steel Burst. Throw that Yveltal in the bin. I just need 2 prizes. There is a Pheasantipity on the bench. Skarmory will win me the game. I just need to get it. Or boss. I mean, well, no, I have to still get a KO with that. Well, actually, no, I could boss Blissey. I can boss Blissey, trap it with the Orthworm, and go from there. I think this Orthworm trap, the fact that it prevents retreat is such a big deal. You know, cards like Yveltal, cards that can trap you in the active are very, very big in this format because a lot of decks aren't respecting the retreat lock. So to have a very powerful retreat lock Pokemon might be a big deal, man. A big deal. This deck has that trick up its sleeve, you know? And in testing, it has definitely provided me some wins. So we do have a potential game in hand. And again, looking at my opponent's list, oh no, they have Petulant though. Petulant can really get in the way of that. Oh, that's so true. Glass Trumpet is coming in, which will allow them to accelerate 2 energy from the bench to any colorless Pokemon, as long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play. And of course, they have the Ogerpon, so that's going to do that. Surely their game plan here is to try and pull off another Ogerpon play, take out the Heatran. Oh, but you can't, right? Because you hit 100 to the active. Oh, Wellspring's a really bad move if you're not gusting here. They do get a Moltres, right? I'm assuming they're going to try and go for the Orthworm then? Yeah, because you could switch off the Blissey to the active and go. I'm assuming they have a boss here. At which point, again, Skarmory wins us the game, but I have no way to find it, you know? There's a Noctowl coming in. Let me just double check. I don't think they have played a supporter card. Yeah, so they're just going to boss up Orthworm or boss up Genesect or something. Both of them are a 1-hit KO. And a Judge following that. Let's see what they decide to try and take out. It's the worm. Okay. I mean, no, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I'm surprised they didn't go for a second boss because they can just boss game, you know? But nonetheless, there's the permanent playback, which does literally nothing for us. Well, no, it can allow me to attack with Dialga without shuffling energy away, but sure thing. Let's throw up I'll just throw up a Matang. I've got the air balloon for retreat. Skarmory wins me the game. Can we get it? Oh, that's the Skarmory. Okay. Oh, baby. All right, let's go for it. We just need to charge it up. That's the one thing we need to do. There's the Ultra Ball. That guarantees it. I have energy attachment for turn. I'm going to need to lose boss here, which is a big deal. But Skarmory can do it. Skarmory can get us game. Let's throw it down. And I really, really need to hit these 2 Matangs. It's looking a little bit dicey, but I just need 2 energy, right? So let's shuffle the deck for luck. Good Metallic Signals shuffle. Done. Now we are guaranteed it. Metal Maker, in you come. And it's the double. Oh, baby. Skarmory coming in absolutely clutch there. We are going to go for the retreat, and we are just going to instantly bench snipe their Pheasantipity. Sonic Ripper. Let's go. First win on the board. Love to see it. GG. And with that win, we get our first 3 points on the board with a record of 1-0-0. And with it being the first game of the tournament, our 52nd placement doesn't really matter too much as we get into our second game against Doublade. How on earth have we got the Doublade deck? This is bad for us, no? The only 2 prizes they have is Latias and Genesect, although they have 3 copies of Genesect. So I need to be gussing up 2 prizes with single prizes, basically. So Heatran is going to be massive in this matchup for sure. I mean, Orthworm can still be really good. You can go for return KOs to even out price trading. As long as I have 5 energy on an Orthworm, if they hit me with a Doublade, they KO themselves, which would be really nice. So, oh god, you don't want to see that start, but hey, we just got it. Also, I didn't check. Are we going first or second? I think we are going second. That's good. They decided to go first? How fascinating. Oh, great. Right. They started a Honage. They've gone for their buddy Poffin here, of which they only have 1 copy. Cheeky bugger got the opening Poffin. What a joker. They've also attached a Mist Energy here, and their way of getting extra energy into play is actually through Smoochum, which is really cool to see. They also do have Shaman, so we've got to be wary of that. All right, let's see if we have prized the trolley or not. No, never punished. I just don't like the fact that I've got a Genesect in the active that it simply cannot retreat. It feels really bad because that is a very easy target for them. I'm hoping we can get away with it. Let's get two Matang here. I'm obviously going to attach to the active. I'm just going to have to go from here. I'm hoping they get 2 prizes and we can start taking them out. That's probably how we win. And with a boss, I mean, it might be worth trying to get a Heatran, retreat, you know, boss up a Genesect if that's what comes down. Because clearly Genesect is how they start winning here. They go for a Hildado, and they grab a Dunsparce and an Energy. All right, Dunsparce makes a lot of sense. Surprised to see they don't have the single copy of Dunsparce EX. This is just a 3-3 baby to Dunsparce line. So Donnie's like, nah, I don't need the Dunsparce. We don't need... Well, no, he's right, actually. You can just hit straight through Crustle. Well, let's see if they got the KO on me. If they do, they are hugely favored to win. Pokegear coming in. And do you know what's really surprised me here? There is no copy of Dawn, and they've hit 0. Well, we've drawn into Recycler. I saw that in the battle log, and we have a pretty good opportunity here to be ahead of the prize trade. That's a huge thing, but I do need a lot of energy in play. Let's go for a Genesect. Fail that. I probably will Pokegear here. Yeah, it's another bot. Okay, just loads of bosses. Great. Would be nice if we had targets, but I'm just gonna go for it now. There's the one. If I have to, I can attack with the Genesect. You don't want to, though. Come on, just give me 2 off this. Give me 2 off the rip, boys. Let's go. Give me the 2. 0. Okay, right. Let's go to Dialga. Oh, it's probably smart for me to boss here, right? Yeah, they haven't got the energy. I'm going to boss Honage, and sure, let's just poke for the 30. I still think we're okay. I still feel okay here. But I was not expecting a metal mirror in this tournament, I'll be honest with you. They go for a Kofu, throwing 2 cards to the bottom of the deck and drawing 4. Not the best draw supporter, if I'm honest with you, but they only play the 1 copy, and they will also be the Dunsparcing here. I'm assuming they're going to be very careful in getting any 2 prize Pokemon down. Nope, I lied. They just dropped a Latias. As soon as I say it, it's just comedy. So yeah, they're going to be careful, but they just instantly bench a Latias. I mean, it makes sense. Gives them the retreats, gives them the KO. It gives me the opportunity to get ahead of the prize trade again if they knock me out here, which I think they're probably going to do. No, they still with? Oh, that's so good. Okay, that's really nice. In which case, it's probably best now. I'll Petrol for me to Petrol and get a Judge. Judge feels pretty good. So wait, that's a Petrol. What am I doing? It's a tournament, Sean. You can't do this, bro. Why did I click I meant to click Judge. Do you know what? It's fine. We'll be okay. I know you might think, oh my God, he's just ruined everything. He's messed it. Relax. It's totally okay. I'm probably bossing next turn anyway on the Latias, okay? They've probably got a KO on me. I can get a Heatran charged up here. I'm going to go for boss next turn anyway. So we'll be fine. It's okay. And I might need to get energy back. It's fine. We'll be okay. Don't need to Genesect. Just going to go for Chrono Burst, which shuffles energy back into the deck. I love these attacks that shuffle energy back, because you can just use Matang again much more reliably. That's why I really like Skarmory as well. Either way, a Honage comes out. Now, look, they can get Doublade here with Ignition Energy for sure, but they do need to bench a Honage. Like, if it's not happening, bro, then we are talking. At that point, I don't want a boss. I just want to go for... At that point, it would be amazing to have a Judge. But I don't think they've got themselves a Honage. I think, yeah, look at that. And if they only have the 1 Pokemon here... Oh, they have 2. They got the KO. But that's fine. My Donnie's got nothing to work with here. He's kind of cooked, you know. Gotta respect it. Also, I'm definitely just getting Dialga back. We're ahead of the single prize trade. Let's just keep single prizes, right? That's just where you got to go with it. Yeah, I could Skarmory and just take this out, but my opponent's got nothing left. So let's throw Dialga down. And, oh, do you know, I'm not a fan, actually, of the fact that I'm going to have to keep using Heatran here. But, you know, we have Recycler, so that's fine. Now let's actually get the correct... Oh, actually, do I want to get double Recycler? I might need double Recycler because I have a feeling we're just going to be Heatraning a lot. No. We'll be fine. We'll get Judge. I don't need any more energy down. I probably shouldn't accelerate any more energy into play anyway. So let's just Steel Burst here, and then I can Matang next turn after a Recycler to increase the odds. We have a lot of energy to work with, so I'm feeling all right. If they bench only 1 Honage here, then we just boss it up. That's totally okay. I think this might be a smooth win here, and we might be going 2-0, which is really nice. But with tournaments, they're very deceiving. They always say when you go 3-0, that's when things start actually getting really difficult. And in Limitless case, usually as soon as you hit the 2-0, things start getting tough. They're going to promote the Jenny? I mean, they've got to, right? But I've got Boss, mate. I'm going straight for that Honage. I'm sorry, mate, but You not attacking is far better than me taking out 2 prize Pokemon right now. It's just such a big benefit for me. Let's go for the Recycler because that will help us a ton. I'm going to hold off on these Pokegears, even though it increases the odds of me hitting my Matangs. I know that helps a lot, but there's literally, I'm sure I'm going to get 3 off of this Matang. There's no way I don't, right? And thinning out 1 card shouldn't make that much of a difference. At least that's what I'm thinking. Yep, just like that. In the 2. Go for a boss. Take out the Honage. And my opponent is they're just not getting anything out. That's their problem here. Also, did they Brock for a Genesect earlier last turn? Hold on. Are they also priced? Wait. Their prizes must be chopped then. Because they did play Brock last turn, but they got Genesect and Honage. They didn't get double Honage. They've only got, there's 3 in a discard pile there. They have played Ash now, so they can get their Pokemon back. Interestingly enough, they have another Brock. Okay. All right, fine. Now you double Honage, but it's just too late. Why are you not double Honaging, bro? You've seen what I've been doing. Just bench 2 of them, please. Oh, bro, you are misplaying like crazy. I mean, you're going to get away with it this time. Don't get me wrong. But you always bench double Honage there, because if I boss it up and KO it, you can't do anything again. Crazy. Unless they know. No, I play 3 copies of boss. They're being too risky here. That is huge misplaying in my opinion. And hey, game's the game, bro. I'm debating judging now. I'll be real with you. Especially if we KO Genesect, that could just be a straight game winner. Yeah, I'm going to judge now. We're going to pop off with that. Okay, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have gone for Metal Maker first. I don't know. Yeah, no, it definitely was correct for me to do that, wasn't it? Let's just... No, I need the 3 energy. I'm so glad I got that because I do need to KO this. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking there. Judging away a hand into the deck that had 0 energy in it. I should have Metal Makered first because I had more odds of hitting the energy. And then I can judge into better cards, but it's fine. We got there. We just need 1 more KO following up from this, and that's game. So I think we got this one in the bag. But hey, who knows? We could whiff a little bit here. There's 8 in a discard pile. 4 in the hand. Our Metal Makers are going to get a little bit dicey as they bench Genesect and go straight for Metallic Signal. And you have to retreat into a 2-prizer here because you want me to have the least odds of getting a KO. If you go for Doublade, you have caused yourself a ton of problems. Okay, they're going for Doublade. Yeah. Mate, I don't know. I mean, at this point, you just got to kind of scoop, though, haven't you? I mean, there's just no way you're winning, right? It's just not happening. But on the very basis that I could whiff some energy here, and I only need to take 1 prize card, isn't it just better to... Oh, hold on. Oh, they're going for Dialga. I mean, it literally makes 0 difference. Like, I want to KO with 3 energy regardless, right? So... yeah, I guess they didn't want to get burned, but it didn't change anything. So I just need to go for the triple. I'm going to Ultra Ball here then and get myself... I mean, it's probably best to get more Wow at this point. It's a 2 energy attack cost. If I have to get it out, you know what I mean? Probably not, but it thins the deck. We get the 1 Metal Maker off here. Just need the 1. We just need the 1 and we win this game. And, oh, we get the double. We're so fine. This is why you've got to play such a high energy count in this deck. We're going to go for the knockout. And that was one of the easiest games I've ever played in a tournament. I feel sorry for this fella. Hey, listen, best of luck to you, okay? I appreciate you putting yourself out there and joining an online tournament to play. Now, I bet you're wondering, Sean, when is Orthworm EX going to start coming out and attacking? Well, don't worry, the time will come. But for now, we have 6 points on the board and our 2nd win, shooting us all the way up to 17th place, just shy of the 16th silver medal. So let's see if we can keep climbing as we go into game 3 against Mega Lopunny the Dunsparce. Look at this. Like, oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's get into this. This is a Mega Lopunny Frostlass. This should be very winnable. The Frostlass is free real estate. It is weak to metal, so we can definitely take that out. It means they don't want that. They do not want to go with Mega Frostlass. They're probably going to be prioritizing Lopunny. But with the Lopunny, if I have Orthworm and my Full Metal Lab out, they can't one-hit KO it. And that means they're going to hit me and take damage. This is a huge deal in this matchup because the whole point of this deck is to hit, get hit, and then heal. But if you're taking a ton of damage when hitting into me, I am so much more likely to one-hit KO you in return. Removing the whole tank strategy my opponent's deck has, of course, I've just mentioned Frostlass is weak to metal, so they can't do Frostlass, meaning I don't need to worry about hand size, which is really nice. And my opponent has to just sit there and pray with Mega Lopunny whilst I'm going to set up my Orthworm. Now, they can one-hit KO Orthworm, though, if I don't have Full Metal Lab. That's the one huge downside. Also, this is a terrible opening hand. Starting Judge, we could lose literally turn 1. So we got to get a top deck. Oh, it's the Pokegear. Oh, Petrol me. Oh, it's not a pet. Oh, God. This is really bad. I need to Judge and Pray, which means I need to attach all my cards here and then just judge. That is so bad for a start. Oh, it's the trolley. Oh, okay. Oh my God, for that. That was terrifying. Oh, do I double Orthworm here or do I just try and get a Heatran up? That's a good question, isn't it? Oh, Heatran is so good for 1-hit KOing. I think... Do I just go for another Beldum and then retreat to a Beldum? No, do you know what? I'm going to do double Orthworm. I've already got a Beldum. It's fine. And I will actually... Oh, I kind of don't want... I kind of want to keep my air balloon. So I think it's probably correct for me to just retreat. As much as I don't want to have to attach retreat again next turn. The odds of my opponent having a KO are just so high. My opponent's deck plays so much Pokemon Search that the judge isn't going to do much to them. I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah, there's a healer. That's going to get them if they want a Dunsparce, or they could just go straight to Low Bunny, attach and retreat and swing. It seems like that's what they're going to do. Put some early pressure on me. That's totally fine. Just hoping they haven't got much gusting action going on. That's what we're really hoping for here. So they're going to definitely be healing. That's one thing. The Spiky Hopper, I'm pretty sure Spiky Hopper doesn't prevent the pummeling playback. Oh, it might. Oh, no. Spiky Hopper is just a shred attack. It doesn't prevent the effect of pummeling playback. That's good to know. Also, I can retreat lock, which is also quite a big... Oh my God, the retreat lock is actually nuts. I didn't even think about that. Oh my Lord. Right, so I don't want to be drawing into energy. I just want to charge up my Orthworm now with the Matang. So if we can do that, we can talk. All right, let's go for Matang here. Matang here. I need 3 energy. There's a ton in deck. Maybe I should be Lilying first, but I'm just going to go for it, bro. There's 1. Oh, I really need the 2, man. Come on, please. 2. Oh, it's the 1. You cheeky bugger. You got away with it. All right. Well, I think I'm super confident in this matchup. I think we can get away with this. And yeah, just like throw a Dialga up or something. You know what I mean? Just give him something to KO. Something that isn't that deep. Let Orthworm come in and just steal the show. It's not great. I'll be real. I don't like going down 2 prizes really early, but retreat locking's huge, absolutely massive. And I think that's why, actually speaking, they've gone for the charge up on the Spiky Hopper, because they've realized, wait, they can't retreat, which means they can't set the loop. So for those that don't know, this low punny deck wants to attack with Gale Thrust, manually retreat, and then go into a Dunsparce, which will shuffle itself back into the deck, resetting its Gale Thrust attack, which does 230 damage if it moved from the bench to the active. That's how you do your big damage with Mega Lopunny. With the Frostlass, again, single energy attachment. I've got a big hand, it takes 1-hit KOs, which again is quite cool, right? But when you have Metal Weakness, which in the Frostlass, and if you can't retreat, your whole strategy kind of goes out the window. And that's what this Orthworm is doing to the Mega Lopunny deck. I didn't even think about that. It's just what's happening. All right, let's go for it. We're going to go for Metal Maker here. And I need to do some maths quickly. So if I have 5 on me, they're taking 100 damage. I hit 150, they take 100. That's enough. So I need 5 on the Orthworm. That's all I need, because then they take 100 damage from that, and then I can definitely 2-hit KO if they punch into me. So now it's just a matter of charging up the other worm. Okay, that's totally fine. I might have to come to a point, though, where I come in with like a 1-hit KO with Mawile. Free prize Pokemon and all that. Oh, wait. No, the mist prevents the retreat lock, though. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's so true. The mist energy comes in clutch. Right then, so if they don't... No, they're going to heal, right? They're 100% healing here. But if they hit into me and they take 100 damage, means I need to hit 230. I could Mega Mawile and then just 1-hit KO them because of that. But I need to put 3 energy on the Mega Mawile. That's the problem. I think I have to, though. I'll be honest with you, because they're 1-hit KOing my worm. And that's not good. Okay. All right. We're falling behind pretty quickly here. I need to make a big play. And I think it is going to be Mega Mawile 261-hit KO. The only issue I have to worry about, though, is well, they're not going to Frostlass me, so that's good. They can't 1-hit KO me anyway. Right. I think I've got my game plan. I think I have it. I'm going to Ultra Ball these 2 away, actually, and get Mega Mawile out. That's my... I could Heatran, but no, well, Mega Mawile. They're going to have Boss KO anyway. Oh my God, they could just Boss KO me as well. I think I've realized it's too late, I think I really have, but that's just the nature of it, I guess. We're just going to have to roll with it. Let's go for the Recycler. I just got to hope, man. I just got to hope. This is where Judge would be really, really nice. But we had the Judge early game, didn't we? The question is, do I go for another Recycler? With the Petra, I think I do, I honestly think I just go for a second Recycler. Or actually, no, Metal Lab could be valid. Yes, because they could boss Genesect for game. I'm going to get Metal Lab to prevent boss for game. That's so big. All right. I just need to get the 1-hit KO, basically. Oh, this was the danger. This was the danger. Come on, just give me one. Please don't throw this in the bin. Oh, wait. No. I forgot. It does like no damage. I completely forgot as well. Oh, I'm so screwed. If my opponent has damage counters, I only do 30. Oh no, I've ruined it. I've ruined the whole game. I've ruined everything. I could have just gone for an Orthworm. I could have just gone for an Orthworm in the Metal Lab. Oh no. I've thrown this in the bin, boys. Oh, this is really bad. Okay. This sucks. Oh man. Okay, so I misplayed a lot here. I misplayed so much. There was the mist energy. I thought I had retreat lock. It wasn't a thing. If they have boss, it's GG now. It's trouble, mate. It's trouble here. Well, no, sorry, it's not GG. What I should have done is a charged up Orthworm, attacked with it, and just hope the Metal Lab stuck. Or really, I should have gone with Heatran. Like, that's probably what I should have done. And just gone for the 1-hit KO and tried to get it. And that way I could maybe get another 1-hit KO following up. But I think that was a turn I couldn't whiff. But because I have, it's just as simple as a wrap. Yeah. Oh, no, I feel so bad about this. If they do get a swing on one of my boys, it's just a wrap, bro. For some reason, I thought I was just straight hitting 260. There's the boss. Going to be on the worm. Do they have Battle Cage? If they have Battle Cage, then I'm not going to be mad. It means no matter what, they had it. Okay, fine. That went from a winnable game to just an instant loss. Oh, gosh. All right, let's throw that one in the bin. Let's put it in the gutter, all right? And we'll bounce back for sure. It's one thing just losing a game, but it's another thing losing because of your own misplays. But if you're a long-time viewer, you know that comes with the package. Nonetheless, with our first loss on the board, we still have 6 points, and we were knocked all the way down to 23rd place. Still within the bronze medal range, but much further from the silver. So let's see if we can climb back up as we play against Team Rocket Box. Rocket Box, hey? Right, I'm going to go second for this one. I know they usually want to go first, but they only play 2 copies of the Proton. So I'm hoping that they kind of just whiff it. That's kind of where we're at with that one, really. But if we're looking for top cuts, this one's kind of a must win. I think most games are must wins from this point on. Maybe we can get away with one more loss during 7 rounds. 5-2-0 could be a record that gets you there, but I want to make sure I win as much as possible. Here's to hoping they don't have the Proton. We've got the trolley right off the bat, which I'm a big fan of. They attach to Tarantula. Now, the one benefit they definitely have over starting first here is if they can chain Spidopsis and get KOs on my single prize Pokemon. That can be usually enough for them. So I'm hoping for a 2-prizer bench. That's really what we're looking for here. Let's go for Beldums, Genesect, and I'm going to get... Oh, okay. Maybe it's worth then getting an Orthworm out at this point because I don't have Dialga. Also, Judge right now kind of looks good, you know, but my opponent was bricking. So I don't think I will do that. I'll attach to Beldum. No, I'm going to attach to the Worm. And I'm going to Petrol for an Air Balloon for next turn. Because the only way we get Hand Disrupted is if we take a knockout because of Archer. Because I'm not taking a knockout, I'm not getting Hand Disrupted, I can keep that balloon. And I know I'm looking over here a lot. I'm just looking at my opponent's list so I can understand what's going on their side. They do go into a Spidops. Hopefully no KO. That's the gamble I've taken here. There's an energy. We are resistant to grass as well. That's a big deal. Oh, wait, did I forget to use my Genesect? I think I forgot to use Genesect. It's okay. We only need it one more turn. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not changing the hand because, yeah, we're in a good spot here. Hopefully, we can just get super aggressive and start taking knockouts. Okay, in order for Orthworm to 1-hit KO, it's back if they hit into me. I think I need 7 energy on my Orthworm. I think that's what I need, because that's 140. Damage back with the Pummeling Payback ability. I think I'm going to Lily... I'm scared to Lily first. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, I don't think I will Lily first. I just don't want to draw into a bunch of energy. Do you know what? We're going to Metal Maker for the sake of thinning out the deck. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, as long as I just get this to 7, 2 more energy, then even hitting me with Spidops is dangerous. There you go. It's been achieved. I'm going to accelerate to heat. I was gonna Lily there. Okay, it's fine. We whiffed it anyway. Let's go for a Lily. This is looking nice. This is a nice bounce back from that low punny game, which bear in mind was also winnable if I knew what I was doing. Let's Rock Tomb. Now, if they hit into me, they KO'd themselves. Very, very big. This is why the Orthworm's good, man. It can force single prize matchups and it can even out that prize trade, you know? But enough of the chitty chatter. Let's see what happens. Hey, for all we know, they could be freaking so hard that they just scoop. Quick and easy win on the ladder would be great. There's a Rocket's Factory Stretcher. They're hanging on by a thread. If you hit me, though, you lose. So just don't do that, okay? Don't. It's tempting. Don't Rocket Rush me, okay? If they could hear me, I wouldn't be saying that, but they can't. Rocket Rushing me would be losing the game. I guess if you want to concede in style, I mean, you know what I mean? No, they go for a manual retreat into the Mimikyu. I don't need to boss. To be honest with you, we're at the point where a Spadops hit is actually ideal for us. There's no HP modification. On my opponent's side, they're not buffing the HP in any way, so I'm sitting here with 7 energy. I'm having a good time. Right, let's throw an energy here. Let's petrol. I think now just kind of bossing everything would be kind of nice, although I am a little bit wary of a archer, so I'm not going to just draw into a bunch of boss here. I think I just want to get Heatran charged up at the bare minimum. If I can do that, then I probably will stop accelerating. I don't want to overdo it. You know, I don't want to accelerate and then have a bunch of energy in play that I don't need in play and need the energy for something else. You know what I mean? So let's just go for the Rock Tomb now. I think we're getting a freebie here, which is really nice after that absolute blunder of the low punny game. So I will take it very, very, very much. As they charge up here on the Spadops, will they concede in style? Let's see. I mean, you've got the opportunity to do 0 damage and KO yourself. Hey, that's a cool way to go out, man. For the memes, they did it. Wait, what? Why didn't it return damage? Oh, okay. I guess it's because they did no damage. How strange. Anyway, huge GG's. That was so lucky. I'm glad that panned out well. I think it's safe to say that was redemption for the low punny game. And with that win, we now have a record of 3-1-0. Going strong into the next round as we sit back into 17th place. So again, very, very close to that silver medal. Let's see if we can cross that line as we get into our next match, which is against Dusknoir Starmie. I'm a little scared of this deck, to be honest with you. The Dusknoirs can cause some serious problems for my Metang. So I think what I want is just to get like quad Beldum down and just be like, right, I'm gonna come in and start swinging in as much as I can and just get really, really aggressive. That's what we want. Orthworm start feels nice. Oh, I don't like there being, again, just the Judge as our only real supporter card. Really need to get these petrols out, man. What's funny is just before I finish this list, I was contemplating playing 2 rockets. It's the rocket item card that finds, I forget the name because their names are crazy on the rocket archetype. It's the transceiver, something like that, I think. Receiver, whatever it is. Which allows me to find any rockets support card, and of course petrol is that, and I can just use that to get trolley. But I decided not to include it, thinking 4 petrol, 4 gear would probably be just about enough. Although it's looking like it's not in the recent games, but hey, that's something we could always change at a future date. There's Risky Ruins coming out. Not a fan of that, especially with my 70 HP Beldum. All right, we've whiffed that. That's unfortunate. We just have to go with it, man. I'm going to have to bench this Pokemon, and I'm going to have to go for a Judge. This does not feel good. I could bench Heatran. Heatran's not a bad shout to bench in general, to be fair. So I'm going to throw it down. Man, this Judge better come in clutch. Come on, give me something to work with here. I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? We just got to run with it. It's as simple as that. All right, here's to hoping we survive both our Metangs. I can't even talk. Let's say both our Beldums can survive. That'd be nice. There's a Pokepad, though. I don't like that. It's a Dusknoir. Oh, no, you've got candy, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, gosh. So what they can do is they can literally, if they have the Starmie, is go crazy. It's a Lily. Oh, I think I'm getting cooked here. I think I'm done. I can't lie. Wait, hold on. The search for Starmies. No, they have 4 Ultra Ball. They only play 2 Mega Starmie, but the 4 Ultra Ball means they probably have it. Oh, gosh, I just hope they don't. I mean, what they could do is get really greedy and pop both Dusknoir and Klops now to take out my Beldums. If you don't have Starmie anyway, because you just shut off my engine. And I have a feeling they're currently debating this move. They're going for a Poffin to get another Staryu down. Risky Ruins, of course, comes into effect, bringing it to 50, but it doesn't matter. It's a Pokegear. It's a bit odd to play that early, but I don't really play much hand disruption. I play my only Judge. It makes sense. That's actually correct, to be fair. It's just whether or not they decide to pop the Dusks. It's as simple as that. They are. Yeah. It makes sense, right? In fact, you could find, if you've prized Starmie, you could find it. You could find Ultra Ball from the prizes. This might be a loss. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. They've thrown energy down. Are they gonna go for the Dusknoir? They are. Oh, okay. That is... Gosh, man, I thought Dusknoir was done in this format. Who'd have thought a side-up could have fixed all of that? But hey, it is what it is, man. The game's the game. Do they have an out to Starmie? They do. Oh, this is just terrible. Oh, recovery from this seems so bad. It just seems impossible. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. Too much early game for us, man. I had to get Trolley. I had to Trolley and go Quad Beldum, but... here we are. In fact, they would have been able to take out 3 of my Beldum this turn, even if we did that. But at least I would have had something to go for, you know? Man, I don't know if this might be the top 4 list, to be fair to you, that just did top 4 in Prague. This is absolutely just, it's disgusting. I feel awful watching this. Well, here we are. I'm going to have to bench another Orthworm and attach to it. I think that's the only way I'm surviving here. It literally is. All right, let's go for a Lily and see what we get off it. Oh, it's just nothing. That's terrible. That is so bad. So I've just got to... I can't get another Beldum now. And they're just gonna KO it. It's as simple as that. They're just going to snipe it because of the Risky Ruins. I can't do it with Risky Ruins in play. I'm going to have to end turn. Oh, okay. So I need to Petra for a trolley next turn. The Risky Ruins just makes it an insta-win, doesn't it? And throw Monkey Dory down as well. This is painful. This is like the ideal matchup for my opponent. Not even matchup, the ideal just start. They get the Dusk, they get the double Clops play. It's just rough, mate. Honestly, I'm just considering scooping and just going into the next one and hoping for the best because this is looking really poor. When in reality, everything that could have saved us here was probably a Psyduck, you know? It just hurts. You know, it just hurts. I can't Gust Trap anything. They just need one prize card. I mean, my only bet now is to top deck Metal Labs and then just go for the trolley and then go for double Beldum and hope that sticks. It's Matang. It's Matang. All right, so what I have to do then is actually a very weird play. I have to Metal Labs Ultra Ball Beldum. That's all I can pull off here. Anything else is just, it's a dud. It's GG at that point, guaranteed. But I mean, we've only got 4 prizes to take. We could somehow get something from this. So let's just end turn. I don't know how. I'm just hoping for something. And I'm getting punished, man. I'm getting very punished for my low punny game, actually. I think... Well, no, if I'm correct, that game wasn't winnable regardless, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Doesn't matter. They have their... Hey, that's a BM. That is BM right there. You didn't need to do that. You could have just thrown your ignition down and then be done with it. Like, what are you doing? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. I forgot that Metal Labs prevents the one at KO, right? Oh, no, but Nebula Beam is a shred attack. Isn't affected by weakness or resistance or by any effects on my Pokemon. So if I'm correct, Metal Lab... They had game. They fully had it. Wait. They decided, nah, we're good, bro. Okay. I think that's a misunderstanding on their part. They could have attached the Ignition Energy. Or did they attach last turn? No. They could have attached Ignition Energy, just KO'd Orthworm because it's a shred attack. It would ignore the Metal Lab, right? I don't know. But we're hanging on by the biggest thread, I think, of all time. So let's get Pokemon out and see if we can somehow get out of this. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I think it involves praying. Just getting a bunch of Mega Pokemon and switching. I think that's it. Maybe I could swing with Mega Mawile here, retreat, swing KO, and just somehow pull something out of it. I don't know, okay? But, oh, we're not doing it with no energy, though. That's not happening. Oh, my God. I should have Genesect first for a Matang. Yeah, that was silly of me. I can't even retreat, can I? No, I can't retreat. So, well, actually, no. Jetting Blow still doesn't want to KO me. The Nebula Beam will. My opponent's playing a bit strangely here. Oh, do you know what's funny? I feel like Hawkeye, you know what I mean? Like, don't give me hope, please. But they just did. All right, that's going to do it. They can Jetting Blow this, Beldum. All that. I mean, sure thing. I'm going to concede now. It's just a GG. We have to win every single game now if we want to get top cut. Like, that's the only way we have a chance. Not sure why I said top cut. I mean, win the tournaments. I have seen people win with a 5-2-0 record in these kind of tournaments. But as the seesaw that this tournament is turning out to be, we go from a loss to a win to another loss, resulting in us still having 9 points and going down to 28th place this time around. It is at this point where winning every game left is a absolute must. So it's time that we lock in as we play against the infamous Dragapult. My confidence is super low. I need to believe in myself. I need to believe in my deck, the heart of the gods. It's Dragapult, and it's Dragapult Dusknoir, the worst variant. You wouldn't think I'd be saying that a few months ago. We do start the Orthworm, which isn't too bad into the Pult, to be fair to you. What's fascinating about my opponent's list is their ace spec is the worst ace spec for us. The maximum Pelt. I'm sorry, Neo Upper Energy, Unfair Stamp, Hero's Cape sees more play in Dragapult than Maximum Belt, and that allows them to one-hit KO Orthworm, even with Metal Lab. I couldn't ask for a worse variant of Dragapult, and that's the one we got. Oh, Lord, this is going to be a miracle if we win, and if we do, we've still got to get one more for even a chance to get top 8. The odds are so low, but it's not impossible, and that's why I'm still going. I've just got to have faith, man. I've just got to have some faith in myself. They're starting really well. I mean, they've got... You're kidding me. They play one copy of Risky Ruins. One copy. And it's going to work perfectly because I need to petrol for my trolley. Why are they popping off? Why are they getting exactly what they need? All right, I can't go in like this. I can't go in like this. What's my Matang count? Is my Matang count 4? It's 3. All right, okay. I need Genesect, and I need a miracle. I just need a miracle, man. I really do. I'm going to double worm. No. I'm going for a Heatran. I'm going for Heatran back up. I'm going to load up my Orthworm. Everything is taking damage right now, but if I can just evolve them all, it's irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but it just sucks that they've got their one copy of Risky Ruin off, and it's when I need to go for Trolley. God, you can't write it, can you? You cannot. The odds are against me today. But you know what? I like that. I like a challenge. So let's see what my opponent does here. No rare candy. So there's going to be no Pult this turn, which means we probably got away with it. And thankfully, they didn't bench a Duskull. So we're not going to have any trauma from that Mega Stormy game. Because they do go for a Recon Directive, which they evolve into another Tricloak from. Maybe they found that. Who knows? But they're going to go for another Recon Directive here. And I expect an item lock, but we're not fussed by item locking. We're okay with that. In fact, a good turn now. Oh, okay. This actually might be a really good turn if they get what I think, which is probably a Lily. If they preemptively Dawn, that works for me as well. Crispin. No, that's definitely correct. I was expecting them to go for Lily here and draw a big hand, and I was just going to judge them. You know, bring them down to 4, especially under item lock, where Petrol is not useless, but not great. To be fair, they could just Recon Directive out of it anyway if their hand size is already low, and a charge isn't actually that useful. So in that case, I don't mind petroling for a Metal Labs just to hopefully accommodate for the damage that Risky Ruins has already done to us, and at least force my opponent to need maximum belts in order to want it KO my Orthworm. Oh wait, no, they'll need that anyway. What am I talking about? I still want to bounce the Risky Ruins. Although actually, do I? I'm not really benching anything. So maybe I don't need to bounce this just yet, because if they bench, that might help. I mean, this is now one it KO with an Orthworm, thanks to Risky Ruins. So maybe I don't worry about that. All right, let's Metallic Signal here, actually. I might go for a boss KO on Meowth, you know. I honestly think I petrol for a boss here. Or at the very least, I can just load up Orthworm, so if they do swing into me, then they take a lot of damage, and maybe I can respond with a KO in return. As long as they take 160. Oh, that means I need 8 energy on Orthworm. Oh, that's a commitment to make. But if I can do it, that could be huge, actually. Oh, no, it's not 160. I need 9 energy on my Orthworm, no? Oh my God, I think I can get there. Hold on. That's 8 energy. That means they take 160. I need 1 more energy. 1 more energy could do it. Oh, we get it. Right. Okay, that's huge. That's actually really big, because it means if they punch me with Dragapult, I just instantly want it KO in return. Oh, man. And it's so much easier to get a respond KO with Heatran as well. Okay, so I'm gonna petrol now then for... I probably have to double Recycler, right? I mean, no. I'm debating the lab. I really am debating the lab, but why? They can't go for Dusclops on me. Or they could pull off a Monkey Dory. Oh, yes, they could Monkey Dory off of this. Okay, that's actually... It's unlikely, but it's possible. And I think I'm at the point now where I just need to make sure this Orthworm stayed alive. So let's go for the Rock Tomb knockout. And at this point, we're just hoping for something, anything. But knowing now that if they hit into me, they get return KO'd by Worm, that's really nice. And it's going to cause them a lot of like pain, a lot of headaches, because they now don't want to hit my Orthworm. They're now going to have to try and gust, maybe KO my Genesect, you know? Oh, but then the Metal Labs, yeah, Metal Labs, I think it was good to get out. All right, so things are going a little bit in our favor again. I'll take that. And it's at these times, to be fair, where you do wish for a, it's rotated now, unfortunately. Is it the Brave Cape? Something Cape. I always called it Cape. I don't remember the full name. But it would have been nice to have that card. First, I don't know, it buffs the HP of basic Pokemon by 50. It was massive for Orthworm. Yes, you've got Hero's Cape, but you do lose out Trolley. You gotta play Trolley in this deck, bro. Otherwise, it gets really thick and full of, like, poffins. You just don't want that. Either way, they throw a second Meowth down. Wow. Only's giving me all of the 2 prize Pokemon to work with. This is looking more and more winnable by the second. And I kind of wish now that I got a boss with that Petrol, because I could just boss Meowth, take 2 prizes. And if they hit me, I could respond with a KO. That would have been really good. But at the same time, I think it was probably better to try and keep this Orthworm safe in case of a Monkey Dory play over anything else. So if they whiff the energy here, they're definitely not hitting me with Pult right now. And the good news is if they, I don't know, keep the Latias or maybe retreat to a Meowth, we do have the trap, right? Our Rock Tomb can stop them in the active. And looking at their list, there's nothing they actually have that deals with that. Oh, hold on. They're going for the boss. I'm assuming it's on Genesect. It won't be a KO unless they have the counter Stadium. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. They do boss it up. And if they do manage to get the KO, it's a good judge turn, I think. A very good judge turn. Well, they are gonna retreat at the very least. Okay, so they're not getting a KO, but they will respond with a KO afterwards. So I think the correct move here is to actually attack with Genesect and force them to boss Genesect out of the active spot if they want to go for the multi-prize KO like that. Because they're clearly just preparing, right? That's what's going on. Also, they could put a ton of damage on Orthworm, which would be a problem. And they do. They do put a lot of damage on the worm. So I need to attack with Genesect. That just needs to happen here. All right, we'll do that. Judge right now still doesn't seem that powerful, so I might hold off, especially considering that I might need to use Recycler next turn. So let's see if I can charge up Genesect. I think that's what I want to do here. Oh, if I don't know, that could be really bad. And we are low on energy, you know, because half of it's on my Orthworm. Okay, all right, that's good. Also, I can load up Heatran. That feels pretty good too. So let's put you here, you here. Attacking with Genesect is 100% the move. And maybe I can even respond with a KO on the Heatran. It's a lot to ask for with half of my deck's energy on an Orthworm, but I think I've just got to do it that way, man. There's no way I'm retreating that Genesect and they're getting a free 2 prizes with it. They could boss, though. That's something that could happen, although they are 1 boss down and 2 Meowths down. So the odds are low, but at this point, it really is anyone's game still. Oh, they're going for the boss. What are you bossing? Is it Matang? I mean, you can't go for Orthworm, right? Orthworm, you're not hitting enough. Am I correct? Yeah, Orthworm, you're not hitting. You're going to punch my Orthworm? Oh, no, they have Stadium. They have Stadium. Oh, this could be devastating. They're going to take a 4-prize turn here. I mean, the Dragapult will be KO'd in response. And to be fair, I can force a single prize board if they do this and force them to KO a single prizer. This is... I'm confused. What's going on here? What's funny is if I'm right, if they didn't put... You've whiffed the KO. Wait, that's massive. Hold on. I'm going to return KO Dragapult here. If I get a boss, I could boss Meowth and really put myself in a good spot. I'm actually confused. They're only hitting 190. Yeah. They're not doing enough. I'm 10 damage and they take 180. What is happening? I mean, yes, fine. They're a Monkey Dory away from a KO. I get that. Fine, cool. You know, the boss. Oh my God, we could do this. I could just boss me out. That's so huge. It takes damage off the board. That means they can't Monkey Dory. I get 2 prize cards and I have a monster that you can't hit without taking the knockout. Oh my God, this is massive. All right, I need to think a little bit ahead of time here. I need to be prepared. I need to be super prepared. In fact, I'm going to make a bit of a greedy move here. I'm going to discard these 2. And I think it's time to probably get Mega Mawile out, right? Could they KO Mega Mawile? I mean, the max belt, they don't have... Is Mawile too greedy? I think Mawile might be too greedy to get out. It might be worth getting another worm, you know? Or maybe even just Dialga at this point, you know? Oh, do you know what? I'm getting the Mawile. Actually, no, I'm getting Skarmory, aren't I? Oh, I'm so getting Skarmory because that's just a snipe for game. Okay, hold on. I'm getting Skarmory. I'm holding it in my hand. And I am going to Energy Recycler. Don't need to Matang. It might be smart for me to bench it. No, it's not. I would get more Matang attempts, I guess you could say. But at this stage, we are laughing. We are absolutely laughing. My hand is safe. I'm just really scared of hand disruption. But my opponent plays 0, so we're fine. All right, boss up. This is what you get for playing Max Belt, my friend. This is what you get. If you had a stamp, I would have been forced to bench Skarmory and you could have maybe pulled something out of the bag. But I'm so chill right now. That was scary and we're getting close. It's possible, man. It's so possible. Say Recon Directive. All right, I need to calm down. Make sure I just see this game through now. The ball's in my court. It's all about just seeing it out. So they grab a Recon Directive there. And I don't know what they can do at this rate. Night Stretcher coming in. Yes, they could take a free prize turn here, 100%. But you need more than 3 prizes. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that, really. Whether they recover the Psychic Energy, they probably have the Pult. And this is why Skarmory is more important. Although technically Mawile is... No, actually Mawile's better, isn't it? Because Mawile would guarantee a 1-hit KO because you're just hitting like 400 damage. Oh yeah, no. I don't know why I thought Skarmory was better. I was thinking if they come out with a Pult, I can just Skarmory to the bench and that's how I win. Thankfully, they don't play Shaman, so don't worry. There wasn't like a Shaman. Otherwise, if there was a Shaman, I would have definitely got Mawile anyway. But no, Mawile was right because Mawile's doing enough damage anyway and for less energy. But I do have Petrol to get it, so that's totally fine. And I might actually do that, to be fair, because I could whiff on the 3 energy. And I think just getting that Mawile is too important. All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. My opponent's playing really slow, but we've got enough time to see the game through, so it's not that deep. And I think this game would have been very different, actually, if they placed their damage counters correctly. If they placed their 2 extra damage counters or even 1 on the Orthworm, then they would have got the KO that they're now taking, you know? Either way, let's Ultra Ball. Let's just get ourselves Mawile. It's just it's the correct way to go, right? We're trying to play optimally here. You know, it'd be nice to go for Skarmory, but I think it'd be nice to actually have Mawile see some action, you know? And not it be a mega flop like it was with the low bunny right here for 30 damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm feeling like it was the right move to go for the Mawile here. I'll be real. But it would have been Skarmory anyway. All right, well, let's just go for that. Go for the balloon, retreat, and see this game out, shall we? Make sure I click the correct attack. We do not want a huge bite. We want to gobble down Don't know what that was. I'm never doing that again. Swiftly moving on. That was a much needed win and one to boost my confidence, as we now have a 4-2-0 record with 12 points on the board, bringing us up to 20th place. So for this game, our goal is to at least get to that top 16 silver medal. Or hey, with opponent's win percentage, who knows? Maybe we could even get a top 8. But we will only know after this final game as we match into Hops Zacian. But then this happened. Oh my god, why is it in every tournament something like this happens? I checked in, my opponent reported the game. What? Hello? What the hell? Okay, I think my opponent intended to check in, but marked it as a... Okay, okay, hold on. I got carried away there. I thought they marked it as in they lost. No, they unintentionally clicked the win, and then I obviously didn't check in, didn't say anything in time, right? So they've obviously just misclicked, and they've requested a judge for me. So for some reason, I thought that they lost the game. They were like dropping or something like that, but it was a misclick on their part. They've apologized for that. We've requested a judge. We'll get the reset in and we'll go from there. Okay, so the match has been reset. We're good to go. It didn't take too long, to be fair. Judge came in and just went, right, reset match, off you pop. So let's see if we can get a win out of this one now. Orthworm starts. Let's make sure I'm not thrown off by any of this. We're playing Hops Trevenant. Likely see a Zacian at start here. Hopefully we can get to a point where Trevenant knocks itself out. I think Orthworm's going to be quite big in this one. I like the fact that I've got double Beldum and Genesect already, meaning I could probably petrol for something else, not really needing the trolley. But it still would be nice to have a trolley down, you know. But going second is quite a decent running to go for. I also like the fact that we could hopefully get oh no, maybe going first was better. I don't know, actually. So the big thing with the Trevenant deck is the Phantom in the early game. It can come in, hit some decent damage, but if it flips heads, it means it can't be hit, and that can get a lot of turns. If you get a few good coin flips in that, it does go a long way. So I think that's going to be important. Either way, I'm going to probably just get Lily. I think from this, I already have the double Beldum. I just want a better hand. So I think I'm fine doing that. That's nice. Starting the double Beldum is good. Let's go for this. Could have gone for the third, to be honest with you, but I think we'll get away with that. Also, the great news is what I was going to say is if the Phantom does hit me and, you know, is unable to be hit or something, it does damage itself with the pummeling payback ability. So that's something that could work in our favor. Either way, they're going to be hitting some decent damage right off the bat, 100 damage straight away. That's not great. Not great, to be honest with you, but we'll have to roll with it. Also, it's a single prize deck, theoretically. It's interesting. It's interesting for sure. But there's a lot of 2 prizes down that are definitely gustable or snipeable with Skarmory. So we have options. They do have Shaman, though, so we've got to bear that in mind, too. I'll tell you what, it's definitely not an easy win. I'll say that for sure. If they do attach the Mist, that will prevent the retreat lock, but I won't be retreat locking anyway. What's their Mist count as well? I want to see if they... The Mist count of 4. So retreat locking is not going to be that ideal if we do it on a Pokemon with the Mist energy. Do they get heads? They get tails. Okay, that's quite nice. That is quite a good deal to get. If I could just get the KO here and have an Orthworm do some good damage to a Trevenant, I mean, going to need 7 energy on an Orthworm if the Trevenant's going to get KO'd. However, they don't have any other Phantom down. That looks pretty solid. I'm going to Metal Signal here and thin out the deck. Definitely learn from last time and just go for Metal Makers here. Just need the 2. So we need 1... Causes anxiety. I'm a little bit anxious now because we're only looking at the top 4 cards of the deck. Oh, okay. They can definitely Zacian. I know that. But I don't think they want to be Zacianing. No? That'd be quite bad for them. Very bad, actually. Let's get the post-pick out the way. I think Orthworm. I think maybe the line I'm going to go for here is like Orthworm, Morwile or something like that. Or do I go for a single prizer? No, I'm going to go... I think I'm going to lock in for Orthworm and see... where it takes us. Maybe I've been underutilizing it, so we'll just have to find out. No Phantom down for them to come in with a Trevenant. That feels good. They punch me with Zacian. I mean, they definitely could get a KO of Zacian if they bounce the Metal Lab and gets a Choice Band down. That's so possible with my opponent, especially with a Hassle here. They will take some damage back, making it easier to 1-hit KO in return. So that's the good news, although they're only going to take 80. I say only, that will bring him exactly to 150 HP. So an Orthworm, again, being charged up could do the job. But in that case, there's the post-wick. Oh, they might actually be able to do this with Zacian. If they do bench it, there's a Phantom, and they attach. That will get more Phantoms down, but it won't get a Zacian down. Okay, all right, no Zacian threat. That feels good. That feels really, really, really good. If they hit me with Phantom, they KO themselves. That's fine. I think they're about to learn this. They're gonna come in. I don't think they've realized it. They're gonna KO themselves here. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Yeah, they hit heads, but surely they take the damage, right? They do. Oh, okay, that's big. That's very, very, very big. Self-KO coming in absolutely clutch. Nice. Okay, Orthworm, such a good card right now. It's doing so much work for me. All right, let's throw energy here. Trevenants, it will come up next turn, but I don't want to overcommit to an Orthworm, you know? But the return KO on a Trevenant would be absolutely insane. I'm also debating a Judge, though. Do you know what? I think I'm going to load up this Orthworm and then Judge. I think that might be the move. Yeah, also, I've got barely any energy in deck, so I might as well just work on that. Maybe get another Beldum going. Oh, do you know what? I will bench another Beldum, actually. This is fine. I'm actually okay with this. I'm going to go for Metallic Signal to get 2 Beldum out and then start Metal Makering here. I just don't think it's worth putting so much energy on an Orthworm that's about to go down, you know? Even if it could get the return KO. I mean, if I get 3 here, yeah, if I got 3, maybe I would have put it on the active to guarantee the Trevenant KO. But I think a Judge right now to force him down to a low hand size. They've got no Fez in play. It just seems more correct, you know? Let's take a knockout there. This is looking very good, which means we genuinely have a chance here of getting top 8. I mean, we're low. We are low, okay? Being in 20th place to go to 8th, I highly doubt it. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Could be a couple ties. Who knows? There's Zacian. They are going to be able to Zacian me. But I will be able to return with an Orthworm KO on Zacian. And even if they get... Oh, wait, hold on. You don't have an energy switch. Yeah. Even the Ursaluna's not a problem. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's okay. The payback puts 80. That's... Why did that say it's got 90 HP? It does not have 90 HP. Oh my God, it was the double. I was like, wait, it doesn't have 90 HP. But they hit both worms, which means it... That is hilarious. All right, well, game's game, bro. Let's throw that there. There's no way they could take a multi-prize, so maybe getting a Zacian out now actually is the move. Not a Zacian, sorry, a Mawile is correct. So I could just instantly KO an Ursaluna if they come in and... Yeah, because they could, like, gust... Yeah. No, that's totally true. They could definitely just gust up a Genesect and then find a way through that. So I'm just going to instantly get myself Mawile now and just be like, right, I've got a big... KO-able Pokemon that can take a big KO and knock out anything you put in front of it. It's charged up, ready to go. I can retreat. My opponent doesn't have any retreat lock action. It just seems correct to get Mawile out now. So I'm glad I've done this line. I'm glad I've done it, and I've not tried any single prize shenanigans, although it could have worked. I think this is definitely the move. Theoretically, I should have done a Heatran to do like Orthworm, Heatran, then Mawile in terms of prize mapping. But I don't know. I feel fine. I feel okay here. I feel pretty confident. Let's do that here. And I think I keep the rest in deck for retreat options. Although, really, I should just at least get some energy down on something. Actually, no. Change your mind. Change your mind. I thrown that to the bottom of the deck there. But change your mind. I was thinking if I can get energy into play, then it makes retreating easier. But then I'm also using the energy to get that, which means the odds of retreating afterwards are lower. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking any sense, to be fair to you. But this is looking really good. Really, really good. And do you know what? Even if I don't make top cut, getting a 5-2-0 record with this deck, and 2 of the losses being ones that I definitely could have won if I played correctly. Apart from the Starmie. Actually, no, the Starmie, that was just... I just got demolished there. But that low punny matchup could have gone better. I could have thought about that better. Not getting top cut with that, I'll take it, man. Well, they do finally have a Trevenant good to go, but it's just too little too late at this point, isn't it? Chorus's Tenacity coming through. There's the... Legacy could be massive. They're probably going to attach Legacy here. No, it wouldn't matter. Legacy Trevenant, right? I don't think it matters, though, no? It doesn't matter, doesn't it? And I got boss, so it doesn't matter. But let's assume I didn't have boss's orders. Would that actually come into play? I'd knock it out, let's say. I'd take 0 prize for that. They could knock out my Orthworm. No, it's just no way. I'm pretty sure Trevenant isn't taking a KO here. Yeah, they just Blood Moon. Okay. They definitely had retreat, right? That was definitely there. Wait, no, they probably could have done it. Did Trevenant get the KO on my worm? If it did, then they definitely could have won. Because they could have taken out my Orthworm, and then I respond with a KO for no prizes, and they can get boss for Genesect on game. So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, 400 damage. Mawile doing really well in this deck. Apart from the low punny, we'll forget about that though, won't we? That is a win. Just the question now is it enough to get to top cut? We're just gonna have to wait and see. And by top cut, I mean top 8. And roll the drums. Did we get it? No. But it was actually possible, as 2 people in the top 8 did have the same record, just a much higher opponent win percentage. So knowing it was possible is something I'm just going to take. Oh, and to avoid confusion, my name was Willy Donker. Sometimes I use an alias so people don't recognize it's me. As we, at the very least, achieved the top 16 with a worm. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more interesting tournament videos like this. But until then, I'll see you next time.